There's little argument that today's cars are better than ever, with levels of performance, comfort, and quality that are unmatched in motoring history. And there's no other time in history where you're more likely to find so many cars with additional offerings and accessories. In this cutthroat competitive market where horsepower and MPG are incrementally maxed out, the next place an automaker can stand out is with in-car technology. At best, it makes us safer and provides convenience. At worst, and too often, it could have deadly consequences. From homicidal self-driving technologies, airborne toxicants, and flawed guidance systems, there are countless number of automotive gadgets that lower your average life expectancy. Luckily for you, you clicked on this video because today you're going to learn about the deadliest modern car trends of all time. First on the list are key fob systems. It seems like a common convenience in a digital age that a car could be powered on and off with the push of a button rather than mechanical churning of a key, but it's a convenience that can have deadly consequences. On a warm summer morning, Fred Schwab drove his Toyota RAV4 into the garage of his Florida home. He closed the garage door and went inside with his wireless key fob, evidently believing that the car was shut off. 29 hours later, he was found dead, overcome with carbon monoxide that flooded his home while he slept. The gas level was at least 30 times the level humans can tolerate. Mr. Schwab is among more than 24 drivers killed by carbon monoxide nationwide since 2006, after a keyless ignition vehicle was inadvertently left running in a garage. Lexus models have figured into almost half of the carbon monoxide fatalities and injuries. One couple, Timothy and Chastity Maddock, were found motionless on the bathroom floor of their home in 2010 after they unwittingly left their Lexus running in the garage. Miss Maddock died and Mr. Maddock survived and now lives with permanent brain damage. Up next, we have automated driving systems. Although car manufacturers claim that self-driving technology like Tesla's Autopilot system make driving safer and reduce traffic, in reality this technology has proven to be ineffective at best and fatally flawed at worst. In March 2018, a Tesla Model X crashed into a concrete median near Mountain View, California. The car's automated autopilot feature crashed it into a narrow concrete barrier at over 80 miles per hour, after which it was struck twice by two following vehicles and exploded into flames. The driver, Walter Wong, was rushed to the hospital with third-degree burns over 90% of his body. He died 2 hours later. In a statement a week after the crash, Tesla acknowledged that Mr. Wong was using the autopilot feature and that it had directly driven him to his untimely death. Tesla's autopilot driving system was first introduced in October 2015, sadly with disastrous effect. The first fatal crash happened in May of 2016, when a tractor-trailer crossed in front of a Tesla. Its autopilot system caused the car to crash into the semi, effectively peeling off the car's roof and killing the driver. Tesla acknowledged Autopilot's role in the crash, saying, quote, "Neither Autopilot nor the driver noticed the white side of the tractor-trailer against a brightly lit sky, so the brake was not applied." Despite this, Tesla ultimately blamed the driver. A third Autopilot crash happened in January of this year, when a Tesla slammed into a parked fire truck. Tesla's response was that Autopilot was, quote, "intended for use only with a fully attentive driver." The two deaths and the crash fit into a series of accidents that show the imperfections of Tesla's Autopilot automated driving system and mark the beginning of what is likely to be a difficult time for the autonomous driving industry. Up next, we have front pedestrian braking. Different from normal brake assist, front pedestrian braking is a safety feature designed to help avoid pedestrian collisions. According to Chevrolet, its own pedestrian braking system can automatically apply the brakes to help avoid or reduce a collision severity. This is particularly helpful in the case a pedestrian jumps out in the middle of the road. Unfortunately for Elaine Hertzberg, this system proved to be fatal. Hertzberg was pushing a bicycle across a 4-lane road in Tempe, Arizona when she was struck by an Uber, operating in self-drive mode with the safety backup driver in the driving seat. Ms. Hertzberg was killed as a result. Later investigations found that Uber's front pedestrian braking system failed to recognize Ms. Hertzberg crossing the street. She was the nation's first pedestrian death involving a self-driving car. Further research uncovered that drivers using front pedestrian systems reported that they failed 20% of the time. Jeep had the highest number of failures with a massive 40% failure rate. Up next, we have automatic locking retractors. Automatic locking retractors are a safety feature that automatically pre-lock the car's seatbelt to prevent serious bodily injury in the event of a collision. However, when these seatbelts hold you too tightly in a fixed position, it could damage your internal organs. At the same time, some found it extremely difficult to remove the seatbelt after an accident, leaving victims trapped in mangled, twisted metal. Up next, we have lane tracing assist. Using both video and laser sensors, active lane keeping systems automatically keep drivers within road lane markings. But according to a recent study conducted by the Insurance Institute of Highway Safety, this feature's effectiveness varies significantly from brand to brand. On-road testing revealed that the Mercedes-Benz E-Class and Volvo S90's lane tracing assist systems only worked half of the time, with each car staying inside the lane lines in 8 out of the 17 attempts, amounting to a 52% failure rate, while the BMW 5 Series was successful in only 3 out of 16 attempts, a shocking 81% failure rate. But today, it's not just your driving that your car's keeping a lookout for. In fact, cars can now also carefully read road signs using road sign assist. Using a forward-facing intelligent camera, road sign assist identifies objects like stop signs and speed limits, and then displays the information on the vehicle's heads-up display or via auto alerts in the cabin. Unfortunately, Prius owners with this feature claim that its supposed intelligent camera has an IQ of a 4-year-old. According to ToyotaOwners.com, the system often malfunctions, reporting 55 miles per hour speed limits when the sign actually read 90, and mistaking red big rigs as stop signs while traveling on the highway. Next on the list are colored fog lights. There's a common myth that colored fog lights, mainly yellow fog lights, are better than the standard white lights provided on most vehicles. Unfortunately, this myth has been busted. A recent study explained that for a large number of complicated scientific reasons that I won't bother you with, the only advantage of yellow fog lights are the fact that they might look better to some people. The study also found that fog was a factor in nearly 20% of deadly multi-car pileups involving 10 or more vehicles. 11 people died in a pileup in January of 2012 near Gainesville, Florida, a crash that was linked to a combination of smoke and fog. In November of 2007, a chain reaction crash of 108 vehicles in fog near Fresno, California resulted in 2 deaths, as did a 60-car pileup in Wyoming in April of 2015. In regards to colored fog lights, the study did reveal a distinct disadvantage. Colored fog lights are more likely to distract oncoming drivers, and the last person you'll want to distract is a driver who's heading 70 miles per hour straight at you on a foggy night. Up next, we have car air fresheners. The next time you want to freshen your car with a car freshener tree, you may want to think twice. A study conducted in 2007 uncovered that the majority of car air fresheners contain toxic chemicals, which can aggravate asthma and even affect reproductive development. Scented air fresheners contain harmful acids called phthalates. According to the study, most phthalates are known to lower the production of testosterone, harm the reproductive system, and even reduce sperm count. Up next, we have dash-mounted TV screens. These in-dash TVs can be purchased for about $300 and are installed by drilling holes in the dashboard, occupied by radios, or as standalone monitors that sit atop the dashboard. Unfortunately, these screens are not for backseat viewing or passenger entertainment, and are instead designed for the driver's viewing pleasure. States like Virginia and Illinois expressly prohibit the installation of television viewing systems in the front areas of cars, and more states are following suit. Well guys, those are the deadliest modern car trends of all time. Let me know what you guys think of the list. If you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up. Also, if you like what you see at the channel, subscribe. Also, don't forget to put post notifications on so you don't miss an upload. Until next time.